Go. Go.
I have a funny story to tell you about a funny Japanese error I made. I was out with some of the girls who don't really speak Japanese the best. They wanted to order water. So when you order water, as in American who knows that mizu means water, my desire is to say mizu kudasai, and they probably would get that. But I've learned from hanging out with everybody in Fuamoko a lot that you don't say omizu kudasai, you say ohiya kudasai. So when you want water, you say ohiya onegai shimasu. Apparently it translates to cold thing, but that is a proper way to say it. My dumbass forgot, kind of, that it was ohiya. In a pinch, the waiter was there. So said, sumimasen, ohashi kudasai. Eh? Ohashi? Hai, ohashi kudasai. And Fumoko go, yeah. Ohiya kudasai. And I went, For context, hashi is chopsticks. Well, I'm trying to ask for water, and for context, we're at a dessert place. So there's no reason to have chopsticks because we're eating desserts. It's not pitch accent, guys. It's ohashi versus ohiya. I just said completely different things. I'm sure the pitch accent for ohashi, yeah, because ohashi also means bridge and chopsticks, but we're not worried about that right now. I asked them for chopsticks when I meant to ask for water, and they were very confused because it didn't make sense for me to want chopsticks, and Fuamoko had to save me. But now I have this funny story, and now God knows I'm never gonna get that it's ohiya. I took a taxi and I actually had a conversation with the taxi driver. I always have really interesting situations. One time I got in a taxi and the guy was like, "You speak English?" And I was like, "Yes, I speak English." And he was like, "We have English practice now." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And the whole entire car ride, I hear the most clear and perfect English I've heard from any Japanese person, just from this random taxi driver, and the whole time he's like, "I'm so sorry, my English is not good." I was like, "Bro, you gotta be joking with me right now. Your English is so sugoi desu, eigo jouzu desu, totemo native." He literally sounded like a native English speaker, but he's like, "Sorry, my English so bad." I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Very humble. Then at the end, he's like, "Thank you for my English lesson. It was very helpful." And then recently, I just had a taxi ride. There's another person in the car with me, so we're talking, and I was explaining to them the ohashi versus, you know, ohiya, my funny mistake. The taxi driver starts laughing, and then the taxi driver proceeds to, in very clear, slow Japanese, talk to me on the taxi drive home, and was just like talking to me and like asking like regular questions. And most of the time Japanese people will like give up when they realize they don't understand. They'll just kind of stop talking to you, which is totally fine. He kept re-asking it and rewording it until I understood, and I was like, I see. So for example, he was trying to ask me like, "How long have you been like learning Japanese for?" But he kept rewording it. He was using some words I didn't recognize, which it should be really easy, but he was just using some words I didn't recognize. But he eventually like said it in a way, and I was like, I see. Or like I would say something and he'd understand well enough what I was trying to say, so he'd be like, "Oh, this is what you mean." So I was like, "Oh, like 2 years," except I said nisai, and he was like, ninen, and I was like, hi. It was very nice. I was like, I appreciate it. I don't know Japanese. Generally, last time I was really scared to try to speak any Japanese because I was so scared of making mistakes. But I want to actually get good at Japanese so that JP bros and my JP senpai will want to talk to me more and not be scared of talking to me. So I realize I have to stop being scared of making mistakes and be willing to make mistakes, because even if I say something stupid, at least I'm trying. So since I've gotten here, I've been embarrassing myself a lot, perhaps. I'm doing my best.